Good evening. One of the world's most closely watched AI labs just made a deliberate move. And that move validates the vision the world is beginning to see for India. Anthropic, the company behind Claude, is no longer just waiting and watching from the outside. They're actually putting people on the ground, committing time, attention, and leadership right here. The headline: Anthropic has hired Irina Ghose, former managing director of Microsoft India, to lead its India push. So when a lab of this stature steps away from familiar ground like Silicon Valley, it signifies where they believe future talent will come from, where real users will be built, and where the next scale of AI will emerge. Tonight on Front Page, why this is a power appointment, why India is becoming Anthropic's second home, and how this reshapes the OpenAI Anthropic Perplexity battle for our future. Please stay with me, and this is Front Page. Irina Ghose is the new India Managing Director for Anthropic. She has spent over 2 decades at Microsoft, and until recently, she was driving the ship for Microsoft India. She is well versed with BFSI, healthcare, manufacturing, government, and in her first note, she employed very specific words: high trust, enterprise grade AI, end quote, acknowledging the fact that Anthropic wants to have a strong presence in banks, hospitals, and ministries. And of course, the reason why Anthropic has entrusted her with this position and responsibility is because they needed someone who can close the deals. Irina understands the unglamorous aspects like procurement cycles, data residency laws, compliance hurdles very, very well. Anthropic is positioning itself as the responsible AI, the safe AI, while India is moving aggressively with India AI and safety guidelines. One, of course, needs a leader who can sit across the table from a regulator and speak their language. Irina already has experience of AI at national scale with Azure, which, of course, will definitely assist while she's doing it with Claude. India seems like the natural choice for Anthropic because India is already Claude's second largest global market. According to their economic index, nearly half of Claude's usage here is technical, coding, systems design, hardcore mathematics. Claude Code usage is up 5 times since June. So it won't be incorrect to say that Sonnet 4.5 is almost like a developer's co-pilot. And the fact that their global CTO is Rahul Patil, a Bengaluru boy, PES University alum, it actually is a big shot in the arm because he knows exactly what this market builds. But then, here is the hiccup. India has high usage but low ARPU, which is the average revenue per user. We want world-class AI, and we want it for free, or, well, we are also okay to settle under 500 rupees. But Anthropic's play is different because they're going after the enterprise stack, the government stack, and not just focusing on subscriptions, which is why the co-work launch, which basically turns our laptop into an agent that cleans folders and builds decks, an attempt by them to automate the boring half of India's knowledge economy. OpenAI, setting up in Delhi and Bengaluru. Perplexity, partnering with Airtel to get into your phone plan. Reliance Jio, betting on Google's Gemini. Seems like we are in a distribution war. Telcos are deciding which AI sits in your pocket. Cloud providers are deciding which AI powers your office. Anthropic is making 3 deliberate moves. 1. Legitimacy. Dario Amode meeting PM Modi, partnering for the AI Impact Summit 2026. The message: we are the adults in the room. And number 2, narrative power, which is India is hosting the global conversation on AI safety. Anthropic wants to be the loudest voice at that table. And number 3, boots on the ground, hiring enterprise AEs, which is partner managers. India stops being just a line on a graph, and it starts to become an operating base. So what changes for us? For the startups in Kormangala, the banks in Mumbai, speed takes precedence. Instead of routing decisions through San Francisco, we have local leadership, pricing, pilots, partnerships. It happens all right here. Expect deep deployments in healthcare triage, agricultural flows, and closer ties with universities, with of course a potential $300 billion IPO on the horizon. With Rahul Patil as CTO and now Irina Ghose as Managing Director, India's influence on Anthropic's roadmap just went vertical. And of course, in conclusion, here is the front page take. We, of course, have been covering this from the start, and I'm sure you're aware of this because you follow front page. When Amode met Modi, you remember that one? When Sonnet 4.5 dropped and became the coder's favorite. Tonight's chapter is plain. Anthropic isn't just coming to India, it is building with India, which is the good one. If you haven't, well, checked out our deep dive on Anthropic's coding dominance episode, please connect the dots. This is Front Page by AIM Network. Like, share, subscribe, and always remember, this is the new space and the future for AI and technology. And of course, as always, remember, think AI, think India, definitely think AIM.